A big thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring this week's video, but more on that later.
All right, day one of the sauna build. We got Uncle Noah, as Max calls him. We got all of the materials we need, almost. And we're getting ready to build a sauna, my dream project. It's a sauna with a little bunkie. There's gonna be a secret little addition into this sauna that very few saunas have. And I think it's gonna be life-changing. I am so excited for this project. This is gonna be one of the best things I've ever built in my entire life. We got perfect weather, we got Uncle Noah, and yeah, so happy in this moment.
You need to buy a battery. Okay, see how now I kind of have to down with more balance and more balance, and you get balance.
So 3 years ago, when we first started this homestead project, these two pieces of steel were like some of the very first building materials I ordered. And I distinctly remember feeling so disheartened because I wasn't physically strong enough to lift them. And now I'm on a 13-week exercise streak, and I'm moving them by hand all the way down the mountain just because I can, because it's a fun workout. I have 2 great strong machines that could lift these things, but I feel like when you measure backwards, it's just so rewarding in certain moments to see how much has changed and shifted and improved. And yeah, I thought homesteading would make me strong, but I think you really got to add weightlifting into the mix if you want like real massive improvements.
I always make a little bigger hole. That I can help if you wanted help.
Come over here. Ready? There we go.
But they're like a motorcycle where you can't see my face and I can't see your face.
Exactly.
All right, so I got the steel welded together. This was the first welding I've done in a really long time, but it's barely even structural. It's basically just like super glue to tie all of the pieces together so that they don't move. I didn't do any like massive seam welds because I don't think it's necessary and I wasn't sure how much wire I had. I have a tendency to overbuild things. This is probably overbuilt as well, but better than the opposite. And the really cool thing about this project is I would say like 95% of the materials in this build I already owned and they were just sitting out rusting or rotting. So the whole point of this thing is to build a building using materials we already had on hand from different projects. These 2 square pieces of steel are like extra pieces from the order I placed to build our actual like garage in the future one day. We're kind of delayed on permitting with that, but we have all of the material. So this is some of the extra. And it feels really cool to have pieces of steel in this sauna, which will also one day become part of our house. Hopefully, fingers crossed, God willing. Yeah, Max. Thank you for the help.
Dad, why can't keep on the steel?
What? We'll try and paint the steel and see if we can keep your clothes clean, but we'll see what happens. You see, Dad already got some paint on himself.
Look, you see, I'm a little more aware.
You're a little more aware, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you go a little bit slower, maybe.
Yeah.
Dad's painting fast because we don't have a lot of sunlight left today.
And Dad, you feel how I dipped in here?
You dip it in there next?
I dipped it in a little box where there's enough for it paint, but it's very deep. Well, I dipped my paint, it was very deep, but it was not so wide.
I see that. That's cool, Max. All right, day 1 of the sauna build. We got Uncle Noah, as Max calls him. We got all of the materials we need, almost, and we're getting ready to build a sauna.
I like this a lot better than the chicken coop because like those tall joists,
Right?
they're just kind of like,
This is a lot more elegant, I feel like.
yeah.
So we're building our sauna today. Max is gonna help. And I was checking my email earlier.
Oh my
and
goodness.
I got an email
Oh my
from
goodness.
the DEP.
Really? Oh my God, is it done?
And we have all of our permits approved.
Really?
Dad, pin me down.
Oh my God.
I know, you want to do your job, don't you? Yeah, we're going to put the bolts in, me and you, that you brought.
1 year later. Wow.
And guess when the permit came through.
When?
Do you know when my session was on Wednesday?
Oh my gosh.
It was at 10 a.m.
Yeah.
Do you know what time the permit came through? At 12 p.m.
Oh my gosh.
Headband.
You want this too?
I have a headband.
Whoa, are you gonna be able to see?
Yeah. Noah,
Yes.
now you see how many have been
Yeah, you did all of them, Max.
All right, ready?
Yeah, but
So, me and Max are watching Uncle Noah work. We got our nail gun running. I bought this nail gun 3 years ago. Never used it because I was going to build a cabin, and then we never built a cabin. And everything I've built has basically been steel. And yeah, it's amazing. It's like kind of life-changing, honestly, working with nails. Probably should have done it a little bit earlier, but you can't go back in time. And We are having so much fun building the sauna. Max has the helmet on because the nail gun kind of shoots like a little bit of debris.
I would love to know what you did.
What are you doing, Noah?
What have I been doing? Well, I just made this floor.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Sunday.
You were right, man.
Dude, yeah, I was.
You were right. You just had to be level. Easy does it, easy does it. I have to say, I did not think we could lift that.
Dude, I was like not doubting it, and then you kept saying all these bad things. Like, oh man, what if we can't?
I really didn't think we could lift it, but it was all about positioning.
Yeah, I didn't think we could lift it from the ground. I knew we
Yeah.
had to be here. That's why I was like, maybe we just need to build something back here to stand up.
Yeah, you were right. Look at this wall. That's a big little building. I put a ton of space in the ceiling so we could put like almost a foot of insulation. Look at that. All right, we got the main wall in and the shorter wall. And now we're gonna do the rafters to kind of hold it all together because it's a little wobbly. Also because it's like up, like the bale wagon is 4 feet up. And this wall is 9 feet tall because we're gonna put like a foot of insulation in the ceiling. And then in the area over here, I'm gonna put 4 inches of foam insulation into the floor. We don't want any foam insulation in the sauna because I think it will be gross, but yeah, this came together pretty quick. It is 2:04 p.m. We started at like 8:30 a.m. and I'm hoping we can get it fully shelled in before nighttime because it might rain tomorrow. We'll see. It looks really, really nice out right now though. All right, today is day 3 of our sauna build, and the entire thing is almost fully framed. We are gonna finish these 2 walls today and then get everything 100% waterproof because it's supposed to rain a lot tomorrow. So hopefully we can get the metal roofing on with the ice and rain shield, I think it's called, and get all of the little nail holes sealed up. And then the really cool thing is with the rain coming, we'll be able to see right away if everything is actually waterproof because yeah, that's like a really, really nice feature of weather. Basically came together in a weekend. The whole structure, but it's the zip. Like
Is the zip
this
not
could go
connected?
into. No, it's not that connected to the wall again.
The wall needs to be like drilled there.
Drilled.
Like screwed, yeah.
Yeah. All right, first window.
That's the sauna window.
That's the sauna window, tempered and it opens.
Try to organize my mind while the world falls behind. Slow waltz around the sun. Every year reveals a change. Looking back.
So we forgot to put the sealant on the window. We're gonna fix that mistake real quick. So this window over here was really nice. It came with like a sheet of plastic that connects everything. So as long as this gap here is sealed and there's sealant under all of it, and then we'll also tape, it's a very easy window to waterproof. This window over here came with some sort of system that just got pulled off by the screws, which is confusing. Maybe foam was supposed to go behind that, but I'll come back and reseal it just so that it actually works. Still learning how to do basic construction. So the last time I installed this roofing material, I did it on our chicken coop, and I did it on there honestly mainly just for practice, because it's not the easiest thing in the world to install. It's one of those things that I feel like people make it look really easy because it's kind of just like a peel and stick situation, but a lot can go wrong if it's not lined up perfectly straight, or if you cut it in the wrong way, or if you roll in the wrong way. So yeah, hopefully it goes better this time. The whole point of practicing is to get better. That worked so much better. Yeah, I figured it out. I watched a couple tutorials. All right, the roof is done. I did a way better job than last time. It's still crooked, but it was applied perfectly flat. Last time I had like all sorts of different wrinkles in it, and I got really lucky. I had exactly the right amount. It was actually way easier to do today because it wasn't hot out. I realized this stuff is so much easier to apply when it's cold out, because we applied it on the chicken coop in like July or something, and it was like liquidy. It was like soupy, super sticky. Today it was barely sticky at all. I had to like really push it down to get it to stick. So I think heat must be what gets this stuff to stick good. You think I could get that ladder?
Oh. So you're basically stuck up there.
I'm basically stuck. I could jump though.
I could get you the ladder.
So apparently it's gonna rain a lot tonight, and when it rains a lot, the RV, like the area where I sleep, just gets really wet, and I don't feel like taking all of my bed sheets to the dryer to dry them. it leaks through that window, and through the ceiling. Originally, I thought it only leaked over there because it's rained so little this summer, but it leaked like a ton over there. I don't think you can really see, but this is like fully saturated, sopping wet. And you can see a little drop up there. It was, look at that, so much water coming down. I honestly couldn't believe it. And then I went to go grab my sleeping bag. I have like a winter sleeping bag over there, which I haven't had to use yet because it isn't cold enough. The sleeping bag is so warm that it has to be like at least 32 degrees Fahrenheit or lower to use it. And it was wet, so it's like leaking through here somewhere, which is, look at this. How is that wet? So we're gonna throw all this stuff in the dryer. So we're gonna try sleeping in here. It already honestly feels warmer in here without any insulation than in the RV, and way more spacious too. So I feel like this is gonna work out really, really well. And it's not even done, but we'll get to see tonight if it's waterproof or not. It should be 100% waterproof. There should be no water coming in anywhere. Everything is fully sealed. It's not a problem if a little bit of water comes in. It'll be very easy to find it. And one of the lessons I've learned from our house build is that you always want to leave your projects in a state where they'll be okay if you don't get back to them for a long period of time. So Noah came, we built this whole thing in a weekend, and hopefully this week I'll get to keep building, but you just never really know. Maybe I will be building on Wednesday again, or maybe I won't be building anything in here until the spring. It's like literally impossible to predict the future. Nothing in life is a given, and I honestly just try and live every single day as if it had like the potential to be the best day ever. Also, I have a fantastic winter sleeping bag, but one of the things I've learned is that if you wear a balaclava to bed, it makes it so much more comfortable to sleep outside in the winter, or even in the late fall in the Catskills, because the pillow gets really cold. It's like almost crunchy because it like freezes a little bit in the night. But with this thing on, it's really, really comfy. And the hunting companies make by far the best outdoor gear. It's just so much warmer than the other companies. I don't know why. It's also way more expensive. Maybe that's why. But it's so cozy. And this sleeping bag is rated, I think, down to -14, which means that you can actually only use it if it's really, really cold out. So we are finally in the good cold temperatures. I got all of my gear dialed in. Got my awesome mattress. This is kind of really, really cool. A big thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring this video. My favorite part about running our online store with Squarespace is how easy they make it to tinker with pages and make really quick edits. The key part of this process is the buttons they have to toggle between mobile view and desktop view. I've actually started redoing a lot of our website to optimize it for mobile traffic, since that's where the majority of our views come from these days. But it's nice that you can even make edits to different layout styles so that a page looks good no matter what device it's being viewed on. I took some time recently to redo the first few images on the batch sales page, and it was a really nice reminder to always keep tinkering. I really love to build systems, and the fact that Squarespace makes it so incredibly easy to improve sales pages is really rewarding. And with the metrics behind it, you can see a couple weeks later how the things you've changed have affected performance, and yeah, it's very, very satisfying. If you're ready to build something of your own, head to squarespace.com/wildweroam for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, use code WILDWeRoam for 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain.